Hi guys, it's Friday. Yay! Happy Friday to you all. We've all managed to get to the end of the week. A busy one it has been for me. As you know, I'm doing the video this week a little bit later, but I put a post up on my Facebook page to highlight that it was going to be about perspectives. The perspectives of you, the parents, the mom, the dad of the child who has need. And I think this is different for every person, so I don't want to generalize, and I don't want to assume that people have difficulties in this area. But through my own journey, my own experiences, becoming a parent, whoa, that alone changes the dynamic of any relationship. It changes how you see each other and how you work together and how you develop this new journey with this new little person that's in the mix of you. However, this then has an extra layer when your child has extra needs. And so through my own journey and through the journey of other people, I have seen that sometimes there's this feeling of people's perspectives and how each person sees the journey for themselves. And when I was thinking about this, I kind of imagined it as a little bit of a relay race. So right now you're kind of running a race, and you're running a race with each other, but sometimes one person is ahead of the other person, ahead in their understanding, ahead of in their acceptance, ahead in the knowledge that they've developed, and just ahead in their understanding and acceptance of the journey that they're now on. So the person is behind and the other person's kind of running forward. In that scenario, either one of those people can see the other person's perspective very differently, and sometimes it can come across as negatively. And today I just really wanted to do a video to encourage that looking back thing that happens when people are running a relay, and holding the baton behind you if you are the person that's already leading the race. And in that respect, it's about finding out how much knowledge you have developed, how much understanding you have picked up, and how much of that you might need to pass back to the partner that's not yet ready to be that part of the race with you. I think it takes a lot of patience and a lot of understanding each other's emotions around the journey to make it a successful one, and lack a little bit of stress. It's really unfortunate that the divorce rate for people who have children with special needs is actually really high. And I can understand why, because there's just an extra layer if you're managing behaviour, if you're managing medical needs, and if you're managing a different routine in terms of medical appointments and all the extra things that can come with a child with extra needs. It becomes a moment where what happens to us, what about us? And I think it's just about standing still for a minute and letting the person that isn't quite where the person in the lead is catch up with you. And that doesn't mean that it would always be a closed gap, because everybody gets to a point of acceptance and growth at different rates. But sometimes just holding fire for a little bit and letting that gap become a little closer is really helpful for both parties. There's also got to be a moment of no judgment, should I say, that the emotion that comes with having a child with needs, medical needs, is different for every individual, I believe. And there's got to be space in the relationship between the parents to say the hardest things, to say, I really hate this, I really don't want this isn't the experience that I wanted. There's got to be a lot of space for the hard stuff to be said. And sometimes if you're leading the race, and I think us mothers have a little thing about this because we're so protective of our little cubs, that feeling that someone would say something that would impact the positive view you're trying to portray of your child and are portraying about your child is really a moment of defensiveness. And I know I've been there. And it's like, so you kind of get to a point where you have to just say, actually, this person, my partner, has every right to share the negative, deep part of what they're feeling. And it's not always easy to swallow. But I think in that moment, you've got to give each other the space to be. So again, the reach forward and the reach back. Someone has to reach forward to say, I'm feeling this, I need the information about this. And somebody who's taking the lead has to reach back and say, here's the information I think you might need. And I think this constant sharing in the race with each other is the best way of supporting each other's journey to acceptance. There will be a moment where the person that's in the lead will become the person who needs to be given and handed back the information from the person who was originally behind. And it just constantly allows, you have to constantly allow each other to take the space that you're in. Make room for each other's emotions, make room for each other's understanding, and just be really aware that this perspective that the other person's taken is not necessarily wrong. There's the 6 and the 9, it's not especially wrong. And so it's just a moment today to really reflect upon, where are you in the race? Are you the leader who has the ideas, the ideas around behaviour? Are you the leader that has the ideas around structure? Are you the leader who's sorting out all the appointments and you've read all the information you can possibly get your hands on? And then the other partner is kind of saying, I'm not there, I need this, I haven't had that experience, I don't experience it in that way. So it's probably taking a time this weekend for you and the partner, even if you're not living together, even if you're living in separate spaces, even if you're not together, you're still co-parenting, and just being able to get together and saying, actually, where are you in your race? Where are you? What part of the race are you in? How are you feeling? How are you experiencing this? And sharing where you both are in the race is such an important and liberating feeling, because the person that's pushing forward is possibly sometimes thinking, it's me, it's always me. And the person that's behind going, well, I'm not needed, I don't know where my position is in this, I don't know where to fit into this. So actually getting to a point where it's okay to have your perspectives, having your own position in the race, but allowing each person to feel secure in the role that they're taking. This is not unique to children and parents, of children with special needs. I think it is a big parent question about how we parent and how we connect with one another. But I do think that extra layer of thought and unsurety that can come with you when you've got a child with needs is really something to think about. So today was just a little bit about perspective. I do want to do a few more weeks around the you and your partner in the dynamic of being parents and in the dynamic of supporting a child with needs. And so that will hopefully be my next couple of weeks, so look out for them. I wish you a great and amazing weekend. I know most people will be going out there doing the shopping and the Christmas shopping and putting up Christmas trees. And encourage your children's staff at school to watch my next video, this Sunday's video, which is going to be about Christmas and a child on the spectrum. How do you manage that in a mainstream school in order to ensure that it doesn't impact the sensory and emotional side of the children in your classes? So do focus on that as well for your children. So I hope that you've got a little bit from this today. It is very surface, but it's something that I really wanted to capture and to really think about. Have a great weekend, guys, and enjoy your time together. Enjoy figuring out where you are in the race and who needs the baton next. Have a great one. Bye-bye.